Hey there. How about we do a magic trick right now? Actually, this is a math trick. I need you to pick up a pencil and a paper and follow along with all the math that I asked you to do, right? In fact, I won't ask you to do this alone. I'll have a friend along with me. Priyanka, could you join me, please? We are going to figure out what Priyanka here's birthday is, right? Now, do I know your birthday already, Priyanka? All right, great. I'm going to do a little bit of math here. I'm going to ask you to do some addition, multiplication, division. Are you comfortable doing that? Do you need a pencil and a paper for this?
I'll do it.
All right, great. You guys pick up a pencil and a paper, or not, your call. Can you think of the month that you were born in? So let's say you were born in November, you think of 11, right? The number of the month. Say January, that's 1 and so on, right? Think of the month number. Now multiply this by 10. You need to follow through with all the math. Month number multiplied by 10.
Yeah.
Easy. Add 5 to this.
Yeah.
Still easy. So you add 5, multiply the whole thing by 4 now. Multiply by 4. Alright, great. We are not done, alright? It keeps going on and on. Add 13 to this.
Okay.
Alright, getting a little harder, isn't it? Now multiply this whole thing by 5 again. Take your time. Take your time. Are you following through?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're done? Awesome. Add 5 to this.
Okay.
Alright, great. Now, whatever number that you have right now in your mind, half it, divide it by 2.
Okay.
Right? Got that? Did you guys do this as well? Your birthday, think of the day that you were born on and add that to this number.
Day or date?
Date, actually. Say you were born on the 23rd of March. So you take 23. Say you were born on the 29th of February, unfortunately, at 29. Alright, are you following this as well?
Yeah.
Did you add that? Great. So I'm just going to run through the whole process, just recap, okay? So you thought of the number of your month, multiplied that by 10, and then added 5, then multiplied the number by 4, and added 13, multiplied that number by 5, added 5. Did you add 5? Yeah. Then you divide by 2, right? And then you added the date of the birthday. Did you get that? Now, I don't know your birthday already. I'm just checking again. Yes? Alright. You guys have a number with you. Make a note of that. What number do you have finally as an answer?
606.
606. That doesn't reveal much. Then, I can tell you, with a little bit of abracadabra happening in my head, your birthday was on the 21st of May. Is that
How do
right?
you know that?
Alright, how is that for a trick?
Do it.
That's a magic trick. I think you should watch the videos once we're done producing them.
Yeah.
Or how about this? Pick another number. Let's see if it works. Right? If it's a magic trick and if it's magic, it's got to work all the time. Right? So pick another birthday. It's your good friend's birthday. Don't tell me the date. Yeah, you got that? We're going to do exactly the same things, right? How about you pick a friend's birthday as well and figure out the last number? We will come to figuring out how the magic works as well. You got the birth date? Great. Pick the month, multiplied by 10, multiplied by 10, add 5, multiply this by 4, add 13 to this. Yeah, take your time. You guys are following, I'm just repeating this, right? Friend's birth month into 10 plus 5, then multiply the whole thing by 4, and then add 13 to this. Yeah? Multiply whatever you have now by 5. Done?
Yeah.
Add 5 to this.
Yeah.
And now halve it. Divide it by 2.
Okay.
So the date in which your friend was born, add that date to this number. You doing that as well?
Okay.
Alright, so what do you have as a number now?
11.
1102. Again, this is pretty perplexing, but... Ooh, interesting. October. Was your friend born on the 17th of October?
This is so freaky.
Alright, so if you haven't followed how the math magic is done, you know what, let's delve into algebra. Algebra is filled with math like this, and I want you to watch the videos. I might just reveal how this math trick is done. Thank you. Alright, great. Did you I'm pretty sure you haven't figured out how that math magic happened, right? Algebra. Very simple algebra is what I used inside of my brains with that random number that she gave me. With that random number that I hope you've written down. Two numbers, right? Let's delve into this world of math magic, algebra, and simple equations. I hope that was fun for you. How about another trick? A mind reading trick this time. Yeah? Algebra is so not what you thought it would be, right? First, we figured out birthdays from a random number. Now, talk about a mind reading trick. You know what? As I'm doing this trick, I will actually help you figure out how algebra fits into all of this. How is it math magic? Then I will deconstruct the trick for you. Follow every step as I'm taking Pranay's help here. Pranay, could you please come to the frame? So, Pranay, I am teaching a little bit of math, trick, magic with algebra, right? Okay. Actually, I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I'm just going to read your mind. I need you to do some basic math, maybe some addition, subtraction, multiplication. Is that fine with you?
I guess so.
Do you need a pencil and a paper for this?
I think I'll be good.
Alright, great. So you follow through all of what's happening, and then I'm going to deconstruct the trick in between for them so that they'll understand how the magic happens. Yeah?
Alright.
Maybe you should watch the video after to figure it out for yourself. Alright, great. How about we start with a number? You think of any number. It could be 2, it could be 15,590.
Any number.
Any number.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Great. So you start with any number as well. Pick up a pencil and a paper if you want that, alright? Hey, so in this room, I will reveal the tricks of the trade, which you must promise you will carry with you till your grave. So now that I've asked my unwitting victim to select his number, what happens on my end? His number could be anything, right? It would be totally wrong for me to assume any number. So let's see what happens next. So great. Add 15 to this number.
Okay.
Easy?
Yeah.
Great. Now multiply whatever you have now with 10. Multiply it by 10.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like a big number. How about you add 13 to this?
Okay.
That seemed easy. Whoa, too many things to do. How do I keep a track of what number the guy thought of and add these other numbers to it? Looks like I will have to represent this mysterious value that he chose. That value that could be anything. A value that is variable. Remember this word, variable. This variable is what we call a number, the value of which we have to find or we do not know. So we use letters such as X, N, Y, Z, whatever. Things that cannot be mistaken for numbers, digits, right? Now, although we choose variables to look differently from numbers, variables eventually represent some number or the other. Like the number that you thought of or that he thought of is an unknown for me, right? But we know that it is the number. I am just having to use a letter here just because I don't know what that number is. So this mysterious number is now represented, say, by this variable's letter X. Now we'll talk a little more about the variable X later. So what's next? We need to add 15 to this, right? Now, how do we add 15 to X? It's a letter. It's a variable. Is the value of X 5 so that 5 plus 15 becomes 20? Or is the value of X 15 so that 15 plus 15 becomes 30? I don't know, right? So for now, let's just not mix them up. Let's not mix variables and what do you call these numbers? We call them constants. Constant because it always has a fixed value. 15 will always represent 15, but X here can represent anything, right? So from now on, we treat them separately, the variable and the constant, but joined together by a mathematical operation. In this case, the operation is addition, but it can be multiplication, division, subtraction, whatever. This gives us X plus 15. Now this X plus 15 is what we call an expression, a variable and a constant joined together by a mathematical operation, an expression. Now what happens next? This whole thing needs to be multiplied by 10. This expression multiplied by 10. Again, remember we do it individually. So that gives us 10 times of X plus 15 into 10. That is 10x plus 150. Then we add 13 to this. So that is 10x plus 150 plus 13. Beautiful. That's basically 10x plus 163. Great. Now let's get back to the trick and see what's happening. Are you done with everything? I'm just recapping, right? You picked the number up
Yeah.
and you added 15 to this,
I did.
and you multiplied this by 10 and then added 13. Alright?
Yeah.
Right, great. So do not tell me what number you were thinking of in the beginning.
Okay.
Right? But tell me the final answer that you have.
1613.
1613. From 1613. Right, this is where the abracadabra has to happen inside of my head, right? Did you think of the number 145?
Whoa! How did you do that?
Alright, I hope you guys are following this as well. Do you want to try it again?
Yeah.
Alright, great. Think another number.
Okay.
Plus 20.
Okay.
Multiply by 10.
Okay.
Add 13 again.
Okay.
What number do you have?
1283.
1283. Ooh, this is getting a little harder. Abracadabra, alakazam. A little bit more of abracadabra and alakazam. Ooh, a smaller number this time, isn't it? Did you think of 100? Bigger than 100. Let me. 107. Is that right?
Whoa. Come on.
Isn't that insane? That's the power of math.
Wow.
Thank you. You should probably watch the video, huh?
I will.
Amazing, right? This is what simple algebra allows me to do. When he gave me a number of 1613, it sets a condition on my variable. My variable x is in an expression 10x plus 163, which is equal to 1613. That is 10x plus 163 is equal to 1613. Now, when an expression like this is equated to a value, we call this resulting thing an equation. Basically, an equation is a condition on the variable that I have that fixes the value of this expression, the value of the variable. Now, the value of this variable x, for which both sides of this equation, the LHS and the RHS, the left hand side and the right hand side are equal, is known as the solution for this equation, right? So finally, what is algebra? I know tons of adults who are scared of this word, but I am here to make algebra your best friend. Algebra is simply that part of mathematics in which letters and symbols are used to represent numbers inside of equations. Now, we already saw the need for variables, right? And how to build expressions by adding constants into the mix. Now, we also saw equations. Now, before I explain the complete mind-reading trick to you, let's kind of get comfortable with variables